a $9 billion company built on a machine that didn't work. The fraud wasn't one big lie, it was 11 small ones, stacked. The SEC and DOJ filings tell the story plainly. Each lie alone might have been survivable. Together, they engineered a unicorn. Lie 1. The device. Theranos claimed its Edison machine could run hundreds of tests from a single drop of blood. In reality, it ran roughly a dozen, unreliably. Lie 2. The demos. When investors visited, the Edison appeared to process their blood live. The sample was actually being run on commercial Siemens analyzers in another room. Lie 3. The military. Theranos told investors its devices were deployed on Department of Defense helicopters in combat zones. They never were. Lie 4. Pharmaceutical validation. Theranos showed investors reports stamped with Pfizer and Schering-Plough logos, suggesting endorsement. The logos were added without permission. Lie 5. The revenue. Investors were told Theranos would generate $100 million in 2014. Actual revenue was roughly $100,000. Lie 6. The partnership. Walgreens was told the technology was ready for retail deployment. Internal Theranos data already showed the tests failing quality controls. Lie 7. The regulatory story. Theranos suggested FDA had cleared its proprietary technology. FDA had cleared exactly one test, herpes, and only after years of pressure. Lie 8. The board. A wall of generals and statesmen, Kissinger, Mattis, Schultz. Impressive optics. None had medical or diagnostic expertise. Lie 9. The lab results. Patients received blood test results that were materially wrong. Some were told they had conditions they did not have. Some the reverse. Lie 10. The trade secrets defense. Employees who questioned results were told the science was confidential, even from them. Secrecy became the firewall around the fraud. Lie 11. The founder narrative. The black turtleneck. The deep voice. The Stanford dropout origin story. A constructed image designed to disarm scrutiny. Each lie was small enough to defend in isolation. A rounding error, a miscommunication, a trade secret. Stacked, they formed a company worth $9 billion. The system that enabled this wasn't just Theranos. It was Silicon Valley's tolerance for unverified founder claims and a regulatory gap between tech and medicine. Diagnostic devices fall under FDA. Software does not. Theranos sat on the seam and used the ambiguity as a shield for years. It collapsed in 2015 when Wall Street Journal reporter John Carreyrou published what former employees had been quietly saying for years. The Edison didn't work. It never had. By 2018, the SEC charged fraud. By 2022, criminal conviction. The $9 billion evaporated. Investors lost roughly $700 million. The lesson isn't that one founder lied, it's that 11 specific documented lies can compound when no one in the chain is incentivized to verify. Every fraud is a system. The Edison was the prop. The real machine was the gap between what investors wanted to believe and what anyone bothered to check.